Now what will happen is, you will have put on your ihram at the airport. You will have boarded the flight. You will have made the intention, said the labbaik, and now you're waiting for your arrival at Jeddah Airport. You will, inshallah, arrive at Jeddah Airport. Once you arrive at Jeddah Airport, it's a very, very large terminal, and it will, they will just land the plane in the middle of the desert. I mean, obviously, the whole country is a desert. They'll just land the plane in the middle of a desert. They'll park the airplane, and you will get off of the airplane, and you will board a bus to go to the actual terminal. Again, talking about heavy luggage, remember, brothers will be in the state of ihram. You will be wearing 2 pieces of white cloth at this point, especially if you're traveling to Makkah. Now, if you have a very heavy backpack or very heavy bags, first of all, it's difficult for you as it is to keep these two pieces of cloth on, and now to carry a handbag with it makes your life even more difficult. So the lighter it is, the better it is for you. You will arrive at the airport, you will get on a bus, the bus will transport you into the terminal. Once you arrive at the terminal, they will have you all seated. Alhamdulillah, things have definitely changed in the last few years. They may separate the brothers from the sisters. At this point in time, everyone wants to make sure that you're carrying your passports with you. You're carrying your own passport. As you sit, and alhamdulillah, as soon as you arrive at the airport, they will give you books to read. They will give you Zamzam water to drink. Very kind people, very nice people. As you arrive there and you're seated down with your passports, they will ask you for your passport, and when they ask you for your passport, they will attach all these stickers to it. Right? That's the first of the many stickers that's going to go onto the pages in your passport. In fact, the sticker putting on your passport begins before you even take off from here. Your travel agent puts on this really big, colorful sticker on your passport, and every passport, so they can differentiate between the group's passports. Once you arrive there, they start putting on stickers inside the pages. On the passports. One of the stickers actually has a lot of barcodes. You definitely don't want to touch those, because they will be taking one barcode at every stop and putting it on a different document. You will, inshallah, go through immigration. As you go through immigration, you need to have a lot of patience. Like I mentioned earlier, things have definitely changed. Instead of the 6-hour wait at the immigrations, it's now more of a 30-minute to an hour to maybe an hour and a half wait in the immigrations. People are usually busy, filling out the forms, talking to each other, getting acquainted, going to the bathroom, praying their salat and things like that. So that time does pass fairly quickly. As you arrive at the immigration, you will come to realize that the person there is typing very slowly, one letter at a time. You have to give them a break. These are undertrained, underpaid, overworked, simple human beings. Right? Undertrained, underpaid, overworked, simple human beings. And most of the individuals that you see at Jeddah Airport, at the Hajj terminal during the days of Hajj, are not individuals who work there full time. These are actually individuals who may be school teachers, who may be working in some factory somewhere, who may be working in some bank somewhere. In Saudi Arabia, they have what they call the Mosam, the season. Mosam al-Hajj, the season of Hajj. And everyone is off during that season. People typically don't work during that season. So a lot of individuals, in order to either make extra money or to just serve the Hujjaj because they find their honor in serving the Hujjaj, they will take off from their regular jobs and go and work these different jobs in order to serve the Hujjaj. So the immigration officer who's probably sitting there behind the computer at the immigrations, that's probably not his full-time job. So say assalamu alaikum, smile at them, and like I said, give them a break. Don't miss any salat. And by now, if you haven't paired yourself up with someone, you probably want to pair yourself up with someone at this point in time, so that, especially if you're by yourself, so it becomes a little easy for you. If one needs to go to the bathroom or go pray their salat, the other one can hang on to the luggage and whatnot. You will go through immigrations, you will go through customs. Now, once you've arrived, you've gone through immigrations, and as you're going through customs, you will have been stopped at about 3 to 4, maybe even 5 separate checkpoints. People asking you for your passport, people putting a sticker on your passport, taking a sticker out of your passport. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. It's just a process that they follow. As soon as you pass through customs, your luggage will be taken from you, and it will be put on this very big, large cart, on this very large trolley, and you will have to get in line again. because they're going to take a little more of those barcodes off of you. And by the time you're done with those barcodes, it's very possible that the trolley that your luggage was on is no longer in sight. Right? It's no longer in sight. So you have to make sure that you're very vigilant as to where you go. And at that point in time, when you see your luggage, because you will walk your luggage out with you and put it on the cart before you get into that line once again. Remember the number on that trolley. Every trolley has a number. You want to make sure that you keep in mind the number on that trolley, because what they will do is they will take that trolley and park it in some place at the airport, and your luggage will be right on it. It's a very large airport. Once you have arrived outside, if you're going to Medina, your tour operator will get you all together and try to get you on a plane to go to Medina. If you're going to Mecca, your tour operator will get you all together and he will have you seated, and then he will go and look for a bus. He has to go to the office. The office then takes the passports from the people, from the tour operators, gives him a bus or gives him a number of seats on a bus, and then they transport you to your hotel. That wait, by the way, can be anywhere between 1 hour and 4 to 5 hours. And it's usually by now where people start screaming. Right? People say, where's the bus? How come? We thought it was all 5-star. We thought we'd paid for this. They thought they would take care of us. This is just the beginning. Get ready. Right? This is just the beginning. Just relax. As I mentioned, Jeddah Airport is the Hajj terminal is just a very large terminal. There's bathrooms, you can shower, there's places to pray your salat, there's restaurants, every kind of food that you want is available. There's everything there. There's money exchange. There's shopping. You can buy your prayer rug there. If you need to buy an extra pair of slippers, you can buy an extra pair of slippers there. If you need to buy a belt, you can buy an extra belt there. There's so many things there that your time passes. But also you want to keep in mind that you don't want to stray too far away from your group, because it's very possible your tour operator will come and within a period of 10 minutes you will need to get on a bus. And if you've strayed too far away, they will have to wait for you. Remember, the Saudi government will not let a bus move until they have every single passport accounted for. They will count how many number of people are on a bus before you board the bus, once you've boarded the bus, and they will count again, and they will count again, and they may just count again before the bus moves. So you get the idea. They will make sure that they will, and if you're late, you will become famous as the person who arrived late. You don't want to be that person, right? There are some people who have a habit of being the last ones on the bus, and the bus will not move. If that means 49 people out of 50 have to wait for that 50th one to arrive for 2 hours, that they won't let that bus move from there until the 50th one has arrived. So you have to be very careful about that. You want to make sure that you don't stray too far. But Jeddah Airport by itself is an adventure, and it's a lot of fun. You can actually make phone calls back home. Everything's available there. So that once you're done with Jeddah Airport, then you will, inshallah, travel to Makkah or Madinah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is the Hajj terminal at Jeddah Airport. This is where we all arrive right before we go for the actual Hajj or to Makkah or Madinah. We have arrived here about 6 or 7 hours ago. Immigration took us about 2 hours, and now we are actually waiting for the flights to go to Medina in this case, and many individuals with us are actually waiting to go to Makkah. The wait here can be anywhere between 6 and 12 hours, but in this case we've actually been blessed. As you look behind me, as you look around me, we have restaurants, masjids, and every single facility that you can imagine. So the stay here could be anywhere between 10 and 12 hours and maybe even more, but regardless of how long we stay here, we really don't have to worry about any other facilities, because everything is provided for us.